Rightio, part of the things we do when we travel is I'll do all the driving when it's pretty basic and easy. When things get tough, or you know, we know there might be some obstacles of danger, we shift across to our pro driver. So that's why you don't see her driving very often, because the conditions that I do are quite easy. So, you know, when we hit the harder stuff.
I think you might mean when we get the flat, straight roads, it doesn't have a lot of traffic, then Katrina's happy to jump in and drive. I think you got that mixed up a little, Cain.
The hard stuff. The hard stuff.
As you probably guessed, we like taking the back roads. We like roads like this that really has nobody on it. So we're taking the back road to Texas from Millmerran, and Cain found the historical township of, well, I'm going to say this wrong, Coringa. We thought we'd come check it out, but I don't think there's a lot here. If you have a look around, because Google actually said you're here, and Cain's like, there's nothing here. But hey, there's a sign. At least there's a sign. We're meant to see there, Cain.
Coorungara.
Yeah.
It's an old historic town. I think it's just up here.
Ah, so it's not just a little bit of fence and sign that I saw?
No, I think that's the start. I don't know how big the town was, but maybe there's a bit more up here to see. Let's go and see.
Okay, let's go check it out, see if we can find something else to look at. We found the old church, and I'd say it's like a bit of a hall.
Yeah, that's what it'd be, old hall.
Yeah, it looks a bit like a shearing shed, but I think it's an old hall.
Liking the flowers.
Oh, I love the wildflowers. They're so nice.
Oh, here's my flower.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I was looking at the camera. Oh, so pretty, Cain.
So
You're so pretty.
I know, I'm very pretty.
Let's turn around and have a look at the shed in the background. What do you reckon it is?
I don't know. You said hall. I originally said church. I'm probably leaning towards hall now I'm looking at it. But you know what would be really nice?
A sign?
Yeah, just a little plaque. It wouldn't cost much. Bang it in there, just a little metal post with, you know, this is what it was, 1922.
Especially since 1922, you make up so much shit. But especially since it is a historic town, like it would be nice to have a little bit, just information, you know, about it.
Yep, these little outback places.
Outback towns, you know, not the hustle and the bustle, and it's places that, like, have you guys been here?
Did you see this lovely yellow flower? And did you see the nice orange flower on the cactus?
But check it in the comments if you have been to Millmerran, Coorungan. I'm not very good at saying it, but if you've been here, chuck it in the comments, because Coorungara, you reckon? I don't reckon many people have been here, Cain.
No.
Because
you don't have a sign to tell me a little bit about it.
He wants to know more information. Hey, Cain.
Yes?
I reckon I know what this next building is. What do you reckon?
Well, look, I'm not sure. It says butcher.
I reckon it could be the butcher and the library all together.
Thank you for putting a sign on something.
Yay! We're going to make one more detour on our way to Texas. Where are we going, Cain?
We are heading to Yelarbon.
Now the reason we're heading to Yelarbon is I have this book on solo and water tower art from the Australian Solo Art Trail. And if you have a look in my book, it's actually split up really well. This is Western Queensland, and it's split into silos, water towers, and silo light shows, which is pretty cool. And it tells me that Yelarbon has a silo art. Now it has no pictures in the book of what the art looks like, which is kind of good because you have a bit of a surprise when you get there. We just know they've got some pretty art. So it's another one, a little bit like my Spotto books that I can tick off the book. We've been there, seen that, done that. Massive silo art, like oh my gosh. Now, holy smanoli, like you know normally silo art's 1 or 2 silos. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 silos. It's amazing. That is pretty cool. I like it, Yelarbon. Well done. Cain will find out all the information. He'll go read all the signs, but I just like looking at the pretty silo art. So what are your thoughts, Cain, on Yelarbon silo art?
It's actually very, very nice. The way the whole thing's set up is really nice.
Did you find out any information?
No, look, there's not a lot of information on. There's some information on the town, how it was named. It's an agricultural timber farming sort of town. That's what it relies on, hence the silos.
We could have filled up with fuel at a few different places today, but even though it's probably 2 cents dearer, we decided to fill up at Texas. Why are we filling up at Texas?
We haven't filled up yet, but Texas is Texas is probably one of the cheapest ones we've come across so far at $1.66.
Was it cheaper than Inglewood?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was a little bit dearer than Inglewood. Okay.
No, Inglewood I think is $1.71.
So it's cheap fuel, but also because we're going to stay at the free camp down by the river, they actually have a like a box thing where you can put in any donation, any receipt.
Money spent in the town.
Yeah, and so I love doing that, and I love being able to spend money in the town. So it shows the council and the people in power that it really is beneficial for them to have a free camp, because people do spend money in the town. We do love free camping at Texas, don't we?
So we do love free camping.
Texas is a nice spot right on the river.
Yep.
Don't know if there's much water in it this time of year.
It can be very popular, Texas though, very popular.
Last time we stayed there, it was like August, beginning of August. All the grey nomads were starting to head south again, and it was chockers. Like we had to just slot in somewhere.
We're hoping this is because it's early December, it's a bit hot, that they might have cleared out and we should have a bit more choice of where we can.
What do you think? Chuck it in the comments before you see. Do you think it's going to be full, or, you know, a lot emptier than we're used to? I don't know.
We are at the historical rabbit works in Texas.
Look, lots of people have told us we need to come check it out. We love history.
We do love some history, so we thought we'd come and check this one here out.
It's actually open, like we've been through a few times, and it's only open Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays.
That's right, I think.
I believe, looking at Wiki Camps, it costs $10.
Is that each?
Per person.
Okay, yep.
So that's fine, I'm happy to pay that sort of stuff.
So right, we're going to go and check this out and see what it looks like inside.
Which way?
This way.
You've got the map.
Well, I can't read the map. I'm not a very good reader. Yeah, this way. This way.
It all started with 5 silver greys that Governor Phillip bought in pre-1790. 5 rabbits. That's all it started with. And then just boom, like it went. They bred like rabbits. Did you know that it's illegal to have a pet rabbit in Queensland, but if you live in Tasmania, it's not?
I know. Fast fact. In 1929, more Australians were employed by the rabbit industry than any other. Well, it said 6,000 rabbits a day were processed at this factory. There's a lot of rabbits.
And they work 6 days a week. So if you work that out, 6,000 rabbits a day, 6 days a week. For a year, they processed 1.9 million rabbits.
That's an awful lot of rabbits. What is that? Rabbits in the back of that truck?
Yeah, that's all rabbits.
Look at that. That's a photo of rabbits, just full of rabbits.
It's Bugs Bunny Transport.
Yeah. Well, it is Bugs Bunny Transport. Well, we are about to enter the chiller room. So back in the 1930s.
This is where the rabbit processing started.
Look at that. It's already cooler in here. Look at all these old pipes. I smell rabbit. And what did you reckon? Water run through?
Well, it has to. Like it looks like a fridge, like how the coils at the back of the fridge. So
I thought it'd have to be cool water.
But I reckon just running water would make it cool. In this, like it's a stone.
It's fully, yeah, it's a full concreted.
So whether they had some air flowing over the water as well, or just whether the water is running
Then it
around.
would have smelled awesome.
What with dead rabbit everywhere? Like this kind, maybe. I think this is to show you.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it looked like.
That might be it. Oh, look, that's probably a smart idea. It's like a bon air.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the water was pumped from here in through there. So cooled from the air out here, pumped in there. Okay, I've got some more information because this is the engine room and it was built in 1934 to drive compressed ammonia, which was used as their refrigerant fluid in their cold rooms.
So it wasn't water, it was ammonia. Is there ammonia colder?
I'd say so.
Must be.
I know.
Quick facts that I just read about akubras, that they've been in existence for more than 130 years. They are still Australian owned and kept in the same family for over 4 generations. The 5th generation is actually now the managing director of it. No, this is the bit I really wanted to show you because we just watched the whole process of doing it, right?
Yeah, it is really good.
It is really interesting and very hands-on.
Because they're made out of rabbit fur.
Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute, but it says all akubra hats are made at the one place in Kempsey, New South Wales. Now, I know I balk at the price of an akubra hat because it is quite expensive. When I was selling some hats at Gympie, I said like akubra worth $300 to $400. But there is so much hands-on work for it.
It's labour intensive. It's not just put it into the machine and it goes through and does the whole lot.
It's not just a factory that pumps them out. Like this is, like they had people hands-on doing stuff, steaming them. And I actually now know you're paying for quality. But because they are rabbit fur, they do shrink if you don't wear them. So if you're not wearing them regularly, they do shrink, which is a problem. But if you come up here, Cain.
Come with you.
Come with me.
Come with you.
It says because akubra hats are made 100% out of rabbit fur, they actually, it wasn't there, where did I read it? They actually found that the quality of rabbit fur in Texas was so good that they have actually got a long-standing thing with Texas about it. This is mine. That's my sort. That's the one I like the best. So Akubra, you want to sponsor me? Happy to wear an akubra hat. Come this way. This is the way I was meant to show you. Because we went backwards. We went the wrong way. But it actually says that rabbits saved Texas from recession. And it says that the Texas rabbit workers' reputation of quality and the volume of rabbit skins was so much so that most of these skins were actually sent to akubra hats and used in the Second World War.
So it made akubra famous.
So, well, akubra I think were already doing pretty well, but they needed quality.
Oh, so it made them
quality. So Texas, and it saved them from recession. So it was one of the places in the Second World War that really didn't go in recession. Just a little fact for you. Rightio, so battery died, so we have to do this bit in the car.
Which is not too bad because it's air conditioned in here.
Yeah, look, the cooler room was okay.
The chiller room
was fine, but everywhere else was getting pretty darn hot. It's a hot day in Texas today. What did you think of the rabbit, what's it called? The Rabbit Works. The Rabbit Works.
I thought it was fantastic. You really have to come and do this.
It's like, I now know why everyone's telling us to go there. There is so much information. the whole process of it, what I actually really liked and found out about is how much the rabbit industry like saved this area and put into the economy. Like, I've always just heard and thought of rabbits as bad, like bad for the farmers and that. But the rabbit industry was actually really profitable for Australia.
But they did say that, I think it was Prince Albert or someone, come to this area to do a hunt way back in the 1950s. He introduced 24 rabbits and they just went plague.
Is that why there's so many in this area?
They reckon in this area there were billions of rabbits. They said it was just, they destroyed crops, infrastructure, you name it, and they even made extinct quite a lot of the native animals and that.
So they were bad. But did you know, Cain, for 30 years, sort of around, I don't know, the 30s to the 60s or something, that the rabbit industry brought in more money to Australia's economy than coal did.
I know.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was huge.
What was your favourite bit? Because I know what my favourite bit was. What was your favourite bit?
The making of the Akubra hats, which is extraordinary labour extensive. The other one that got me is when I was a kid working, you know, I loved my pocket money. It said kids that lived here on a weekend alone could make, in today's terms, $500 a weekend.
Oh, wow, I didn't read that.
They were making more money than the teacher that was teaching them at the school.
Yeah, the teacher needs to be out doing that. I love the Akubra thing. I learned heaps from that. Now I actually really value an Akubra
appreciate the Akubra a lot more.
But I also really liked all the chiller and the freezer rooms. I thought that was fascinating.
They were, and the machines. I love the big old machines.
So if this sounds interesting to you, you better come to Texas and check it out. And if you happen to come today, the same as us, it's actually races day. But too darn hot for us to go to the races.
We were the only ones in the rabbit works walking around, so we had the place to ourselves.
That was actually kind of nice, wasn't it?
It was very nice, because I went the wrong way and had to come back.
Rightio, well, we've pulled up in Texas. Okay, we've been here a little while, and it was frigging hot. Sun was beating in, so we decided to sit in the car and eat lunch. Didn't we, Cain? It was too hot outside.
We got out and made lunch and then sat back in the car with the aircon on. We can run the aircon in the van, but she sucks the batteries out and the car was already running and cool, so we just got back in.
So the car was actually charging our battery, really, rather than sucking it out. So we sat in the car for a little while, just a little while enjoying the aircon. It's now after 4 and it's actually quite nice here, but it was a big debate of where to set up. It's always a big debate with Cain and I of where to set up. There is heaps of room down the flat there, and that's probably where we originally would have went. But we found out it's the races today, and the race course is literally over there, and there's a fair few swag set up down there, and I reckon they might be having a pretty good night. So we thought we will try and stay away. We're probably not 100% good because there's probably some coming here and up the other end. So the normal beautiful, nice, quiet night at Texas might not be quite so quiet.
It'll be race day night.
Yes, what do you reckon it's going to be like, Cain?
Yeah, it'll be race day night. Just the races nowadays are like the old BNSs because they stopped them. The races become the BNS. All the youngsters go to it. They put live music on at night so they can really let go. And yeah, they'll probably bring it back to the campground.
But hey, it's a free campground, so we don't have full rights to the campground. So it'll be an interesting night. We'll let you know what tomorrow is like. But yeah, 33 degrees here today, looking at probably 35 tomorrow. So we were considering having just a rest day here, but I don't know. Might be a little bit hot, I think. There is a nice river down there for a swim. If we can get lazy asses up to go for a walk, we could go down there later on and have a look at it. was a very nice swim, but it was a little bit shallow, and at the end I reckon there was some little creepy crawly thing on me, so I was out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably called Cain. But anyway, it was nice. It was a bit refreshing. It was very warm. Cain, did you pee in it?
No, I didn't feel like after you peed in it.
So, yeah, it was nice. It was refreshing. It was something different. And last time we were here, it was freezing cold, so we couldn't do it. So it was good to be able to actually jump in and check out the water. It was flowing. What are we having?
Well, we're trying out Bubble and Squeak. Just our version, not the proper version.
Look, we're pretty slack. We normally have very similar meals all the time, and we often have mashed veggies because it's quick and easy. We had a little bit of mashed veggies left, and then Cain's sister did this really nice cook up with frozen veggies. So we thought we'll put the same idea with both of them together, which obviously is like a Bubble and Squeak. We had some fresh mushrooms that needed eating up. We had some mashed vegetables, and we had some frozen vegetables. And we've literally chucked them all in together with a little bit of oil and a little bit of herbs. It smells delicious. So we'll see how it turns out. Doesn't look too bad, Kate.
No, but the frozen veggies you put in there still rock solid.
We'll just turn the heat down a little bit.
The heat is all the way down.
What do you reckon? I think they look pretty yummy. Well, let's have a taste. It's a bit of a different texture than I'm used to because it's been fried. Not bad though. I reckon, you know what I reckon would make it, Cain? A bit of onion, because I didn't even think, and I had onion too. I could have put onion in. And Cain's used to put bacon in. I reckon bacon would be amazing. So
give it that taste.
Yeah, I'm going to have some little packs of bacon now, just a little bit to chuck in there. You need a little bit to spice it up a bit. Why, spice it up a bit, Cain?
I do love a bit of spice.
Sorry, he's trying to find me a movie to watch. Cain, my preferences are Christmas princess movies, please. Or YouTube Happening Empty Nesters. So what did you think of the Texas camp?
Texas camp was really good.
It's really nice, but I tell ya, it is hot. December is probably not the best time to come to the Texas camp, but there is running water, so there is water in the river.
It is. It's really nice swimming hole down there, so we could go down and swim, but we're moving on today, so we'll see if we can find another swimming hole.
So we can sit in the car with aircon. Hey, how was the night last night, Cain, when they came back from the races?
No, it was about midnight, I think. They were a bit rowdy, but they quietened down pretty quick.
Yeah, I was actually really impressed. Like, they quietened down. Like, we had them come back, but they quietened down really fast. Like, they didn't party on back at camp or anything. So, I was impressed. Would you like to tell everyone at home what you're eating for breakfast? Because it looks kind of random.
I eat a bit of banana and some corn, what do they call it?
Corn thins.
Corn thins. So, bit of corn thin, bit of banana. That's how I spread the banana on the corn thin.
Look, I don't mind banana on corn thins, but I actually like to put it on the corn thin. But hey, you know, improvise when camping.
I'm happy to eat these little bad boys dry.
Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so Texas, it's a free camp down by the river. They have no facilities. They do have a really big skip bin up there for rubbish, which is amazing. And looking around the campsites, everyone has been doing the right thing, which is also amazing to see. So it's all nice, clean, well done, travellers. I love it. But they also have a little place that you can put your receipts in so that you can show them how much you spent in town. So we'll go put our fuel receipt in there on our way out, and it's our way of saying thanks, Texas, for having it. So we might leave you here at Texas. Guess where we're heading next?
We've got no idea.
South. We're about to cross the border, so you better come back next week and check it out. Drop in the comments where you think we're going, because we haven't told anyone yet. We're heading south. Let us know where you think we're going, and we'll catch you next week.
Stop surviving, start living.
See you next week. You're an asshole. Something touched my leg.
She's
Cain.
touchy.
Oh, I tell ya. So over on your walk.
Original way bridge.
Ah, you gonna get weighed, Cain?
Yep, get weighed.
Don't think it'll have much on there,
No,
though, Cain.
it's gonna weigh us. It's gonna give us the goods. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, sir.
And it says
Thank you.
we are all
We are
legal.
all sweet.
Woo!
Love those sorts of way bridges.
Yeah, good work, Weybridge. Did you know? I think Cain's looking at my boobs.
Everywhere.
Pistons.
And a wascally wabbit.